Brad J here for Dodger Digest. It's all about Mookie Betts. Great news about Mookie Betts and what's going on with his rehab, because tell you what, we can use him back. So Mookie Betts news, and along with all other Dodger injury updates, we're going to break it all down for you. Stay with us here on Dodger Digest, because let's get right down to business. Here we go. A Mookie return by mid-month. Very realistic. That's what Doc says. Dave Roberts, manager of the Dodgers, stepping up and saying that we could get Mookie back. Really? By mid-August? I mean, here we are, first week of August. How bad do we need Mookie, right? He is such a spark plug. And tell you what, getting swept by the Padres has left a sour taste in my mouth, and I'm not happy about it. And you know the Dodgers aren't happy about it either. So we want Mookie back. And Mookie has been making strides to get better, and we hope that he's moving in the right direction. The left-hand fracture just sucks when stuff like that happens. Put him out of the game, but Doc says mid-August it does look good for Mookie, and we could have him back in the lineup. But now the question about Mookie being back in the lineup, where do you put Mookie? Do you put him back at short? Dave Roberts does say that he would put him back at short. That's still to talk, that they would do that with him. He would be back at short. I mean, all-star right fielder. We need hits. We need production from our outfielders. So I feel like Mookie Betts could be that guy. Put him back in the outfield. Put him at right field. But we're shorthanded because we have a few other injuries that kind of hurts the infield a little bit. When you talk to Mookie about it, Mookie's so awesome. The dude, basically, I'll play anywhere. Wherever Doc needs me, I will play. That's the style we like, and that's what we like about Mookie. Look, I had a lot of friends that when Mookie was put to shortstop, they were saying there's no way that he's going to be successful at shortstop. And that was the talk. I'm telling you right now, I was pumped on Mookie. I feel like Mookie, wherever you put him, he is going to shine. That's the kind of player that Mookie Betts is. I don't care if you put him second, shortstop, put him back in the outfield, doesn't matter. He's going to play, and he's going to be a spark plug, and we need him back. So good news on the Mookie front. Roberts is saying that we could see him back and see him back by mid-month. So fingers crossed on that one. We're hoping to get Mookie back sooner than later, and that would just be such a boost for the team to have Mookie back in charge, making it happen. Where would you put him? In the comments below, sound off. I'd like to know where you'd like to put him. Would you put him back at short? Would you put him at second? Would you put him back in right field? Me? You want my opinion? I'll tell you right now, I'd put him back in right field is what I would do. That's what I would do. That's just my call. I'd put him back in right field because we need outfield production, right? We do. All right, let's talk about a few other injuries that we're dealing with. Miggy Rowe, the forearm tightness. He expected to return, they say, sometime in August. I don't like this sometime crap right there. I don't want to hear sometime. I want to hear like within a couple weeks. Like, we need Miggy Rowe back because he's also so good for the team and he's such a positive influence for the Dodgers that having Miggy Rowe back in the lineup and having him playing short would be huge. Well, he's been throwing a little bit. He's been testing it out. He had the right flexor strain, and that's something that you just got to shut him down for a little while. That's the thing. You don't want to bring him back too early, because if you bring him back too early and he gets hurt again, that's going to hurt the team. And look, now it's crunch time. All-Star game in the back. No more. Don't got to worry about the All-Star. It's over. We're past the midway point, past the trade deadline. So we need full strength, and we need full-strength Dodgers to be back at it. All right, more updates for you. Let's talk injuries with CT3, the left groin strain. That just hurts talking about it, right? Doesn't it? I had that against the hated Giants at the bottom of the 7th inning. Back when we played them, stretched out the double around the first, and he could feel it. So the MRI was negative, according to Dave Roberts. So when would CT3 come back? And him being a utility player, we need him back. I feel like it's puzzles, man. It's a piece of the puzzle. You got Miggy Rowe out. You got CT3 out. You got Mookie out. You need to figure out how to get people back strong. And I feel like if we could get a strong infield back, then you have the opportunity to put Mookie where you need Mookie the best, wherever he fits in. Because it's to me, Mookie could play any position wherever you put him. I feel like he's going to do good. All right, let's talk about the funky Muncy. How about him, right? Is he coming back soon? He's no spring chicken, I'll tell you that. And the older you get, the longer it takes to recover, right? And recover from that right oblique strain that he got. He's been making a breakthrough in his recovery, been reading some great stories, hearing some behind-the-scenes stuff, that he's getting better. Now, still, the expected return for him is going to be late August. So, that could be 20 days, that could be 25 days, that could be 3 weeks or over before we get Muncy back. And we need him back. I mean, you're not putting, Biggio's not going to be playing third base all the time, right? You can't count on that. You're going to need Muncy to be able to switch between. So getting Muncy back, that is huge. We need him back in the mix. So we're just hoping for a quick return for him. Hopefully it's not late August. Maybe it's like, second week, third week, something like that. All right. Pitching has been a problem. I don't want to, let's address the 500-pound gorilla in the room. Pitching wins championships, and I've said it before, and I will say it again. Anything short of a World Series victory for the Dodgers is a disappointment. And I know that's a lot of pressure to put on a team, but that's the deal. It's the real deal. You need to win, and we need to win this year, all right? Spent some money. Let's go. Let's make it happen, all right? So let's talk pitching for just a second here, because Walker Buehler could be needed, especially with Kershaw stumbling on that last start of his. We don't like that. And Walker Buehler, okay, he's already made a rehab start. He did it in AAA Oklahoma on July 26th. So just about a week ago. And he went 4 innings. But Robert said you could tell after 4 innings he had nothing left in the tank, and he's not a hybrid. Sorry, I had to take that shot right there. Nothing in the tank after 4 innings, okay? Would you put him back right then? I wouldn't, because he wasn't solid in his last start when he was up too. So what do you do with Walker Buehler? You put him back with another rehab start. See if you can get him through 5 innings. And then you're looking at quality start time. Because if you can get a quality start out of him, that is what you're going to need to be able to make things happen. Because, we got Yamamoto, he's out too as well. So we got pitchers that we need, right? And let's not even talk Shohei, because Shohei, he's going to pitch next year. So he can't help the team out pitching-wise at all. So Walker Buehler, send him back out there, put him back in another rehab assignment out there in AAA, and hopefully he can go 5 innings and maybe even 6, get a quality start, and come away and start building things up for the Dodgers and making things happen. But, of course, the big news you got to talk about for sure, Mookie Betts coming back by mid-month. Please, Mookie, whatever you do, come back by mid-month. We could use you on the team in a big way. All right, other news, too, for you. Let's talk about another guy that we haven't really mentioned yet, right? I'm talking about this guy right here, Tommy Edman, all right? He's an outfielder and a shortstop. It goes back to Miggy Rowe being out, CT3, Mookie being out. We need some infielders, and we need some production from the outfield as well. Well, right wrist surgery, had a sprained ankle too. Mid-August, they're saying he could be with the Dodgers. He was acquired from the Cardinals right there at the end of the trade deadline, right 1 day before it ended. But he still has to complete a rehab assignment. He was set to do a rehab assignment for the Cardinals, but since he was traded, that changed everything right there. And now we need him to do a rehab assignment for the Dodgers. And that's what we're hoping for. Get him out there, get him in the mix, see how he does, bring him out, because this guy could really be a definite factor in the team doing good moving forward. So that's your Tommy Edman update. That is your Mookie Betts update. Looking forward to a lot of these players returning. Look, we're at the halfway point. This is the time to make it happen. Dodgers need to get these guys back healthy. We need to do what it takes. And so let's have some positive thoughts. I'm Brad J for Dodgers Digest. Remember, think blue. Talk to you later.